This started, I wanted to take these non-real characters in life around in city, and I want them to look non-real, caricature sort of personalities, but at the same time I did not want them to look completely different than, you know, like how you see if you visit other countries and you see people being ready, I mean they just behave and get ready like somebody else, like silver and fully gold, and not like that, you know. I just wanted to become an other person, but not completely isolated from society. So this is near National Park. It is full prosthetic. Series of a few works from this series has been shown in the Spain Arco, in Madrid, 2008 I guess. These are 2 feet by 3 feet prints. It doesn't happen like okay, I am doing it now, so you shoot me now. I am posing and okay, do it now, do it. It's not, photographer is doing his job, I am doing mine. I don't, most of the times I don't ever have any idea that where he is. And quite a lot of time I choose to work, I mean I keep 2-3 photographers to just play around. Okay, this was my last solo in 2009 with Chatratinlal again, and this was nominated as in top 20 Indian contemporary artists in 2009 and 2010, of 2009 and 10 by Skoda Prize, if you are aware of the Skoda Prize. So this was here it's a lots of challenge, because what you see here is a complete set, life size, full scale, full like large studio setups. It's almost like a film set, but not as huge as films, but the process is exactly the same. And in this one I had to work with a light technician, a light designer, to get the particular kind of result. So it's a staged, it's a setup thing, but it's a layer of work. It's a lots of layer which makes you confused as a viewer. So this one here is it's again self, but used with lots of material. This you see is a print background. It's in a print, but it's not superimposed. Any of these works are not superimposed. These are actual life size, this size of backdrop, and I am just standing before. Now you will think that how you, because there is no, it looks like you are on this foreground, but then how you are standing, you know. So there was it's a cut here, and visually the photographer had matched the distance. The cut part is here, and there's this between, there's one bench, very thin bench where I am standing, but visually the photographer is cutting that distance so that it looks one. And we had real hard time to match that, because we don't want to do it anything in, you know, a lot of Photoshop and all. Dust up you can do, but not fully. So, and again, like this part is there, and my half legs are, this is my knees actually. So that's the way it was. I mean, normally I don't discuss these things, but you are students, so it's good to tell all these things. This is plastic again, this is again paper mache plaster and lots of colors and different things. The makeup is more of oil based makeup. In this one there is no prosthetic. I chose to work with a very common, very normal random image, not to particularly you know, take any particular genre or any particular kind of photograph and to create this. These are very common random views which does not have any specific aesthetic point of view, and that's very consciously done. But again there is this confusion of scales and perspective. I mean, you just compare this proportion, you will see that if this man is this big, this child cannot look that big. It's a very minor difference, but I kept it minor so that it doesn't be loud as you know immediately. And these prints are very large, they are 3 by 4 feet. So these are all made up things, not even the smallest knob is not real, everything is made up. The lollies you see here, this is all done with plaster and plastics, and the costume is plastic, lens, makeup, the clothes plastic. This is what you see here is just the front, there is no back side here. So it's a lots of sculptural work. This is also made up with fiber, and the painted such a way that you in first sight you don't realize, but when you go closer you know that, oh, this is made up and this is not real. The painted also such a way, this is in a print. Backside what you see is the print, but this thing, this is print, this is wood made up again. So it's a lots of mixture and confusion of layers, and this is a chosen frame, but otherwise we have shot from other sides also, so that you see the distance and the layers of work. Okay, this is a random scene from maybe a village or somebody who is just resting in a farm. That's a backdrop. The cot is made up, it's not the real which you normally get. This takya is, you can feel the weight, it's not that light. So it's a full plaster, it's heavier than this cot, you know, and what he is wearing as what we call shawl, it's a turbulent material. The bartan material you see white, it's painted over that. It gives that feeling of, but in the larger picture you can see the texture and how it is made up. This is the backdrop, the radio is made up. Layer work, the backdrop cut down in the here somewhere, and it's the floor. The cycle is real, real means made up, and the water there, it's still, it's not moving. It shows that it's moving, but you see much more details if we see it in a larger scale. Now here you feel that this Barney is maybe resting on this, but once you go closer, it's the print. Where can it sit? It's just hanging with this. These doors are made of plaster and plywood, and this is a backdrop. This cot is only the triangle, there is no cot. Lots of confusion with perspective. This in first sight if you see, you feel that it's a golab syrup bottles, but as soon as you go closer you feel the weight, that it cannot be glass, and the syrup is not inside, it's somewhere outside because it's painted, you know. And this thing is not real, the ice block is not real, it's shining, but it's shining like a plastic, and the syrup is still, it's the orange pour on a green gola, and an orange syrup is still, it just gives the image that it's pouring, but it's not, it's just there. And the plaster flakes are also you can see in a larger frame. That's print, you can see this, the whole thing is print. Cut here, this is real placed, and if you compare, you see the mild misproportion of this person, the eggs, and the person at the back. There is a difference. In reality, if you get a picture done, it will not be like this. The eggs are little larger than the way it should be. The boy, you see the proportion of the boy and this man. It's something, the man doesn't fit in the lari, and this sort of confusion, no? It's a lots of layer kind of work. Here you can see it, the dabba is stuck there. It gives the illusion that it's resting on that shelf, but it's not, it's just this much. And the mirror is actually this way, but if you see it from here, it appears like this. So it's stuck. These two men are in print. This is me, and again, this was a very difficult picture to work on. To match the steps, the stairs is like cut here, and I didn't want to lose this glare which was there in the random picture. I have kept these glares, like normally with any kind of manual camera or digital you just get this kind of random picture mein jo milta hai na hame. That element I wanted, the glare here, these things here. So to match these two people's legs and to match with myself was so difficult, but I mean this one took the longest.